What's going on out there, my friends? Hope everybody's having a great Monday evening. I know it's a little bit late here in Anchorage, but just wanted to come on real quick and share something that I found out tonight. It's a little disheartening, some of the stuff that's going on here in Anchorage. Appears that I have been banned from going on to a public meeting in the Sand Lake Community Council. I can no longer find their page. I've been banned from it, even though I work in that community, and it's a community that I take some interest in. And this is on their Sand Lake Community Council page. It says, please join us for our February meeting. A link to the online meeting is embedded in this event. Will be made available within our meeting agenda. There will be a waiting room, and the host will let you in. The Sand Lake Community Council Board may choose to use a password to gain access to the meeting if needed. Please do not encourage or invite anyone to this meeting if they do not live or own a business within the Sand Lake Community Council boundaries. So, effectively, they are banning anybody that doesn't live in the area or own a business in the area. I manage a business in the area for the owners, and I drive through that area every single day. So the fact that they are banning people from attending these meetings and they're wanting to put a password up is a complete crock of bull. And I'm not going to let it stand. I'm going to call the Federation of Community Councils tomorrow. And, you know, I have been nothing but pleasant to everybody that in every community council meeting that I've attended. I've recorded a few of them. Yes, I have. I put them up live. But you know what? When you're out in the public and you're in a public meeting, you have to expect that someone's going to record you. That's exactly what the press would do if they were to attend an assembly meeting or anything else. So if people don't want their faces shared, they don't want their chats shared, things like that, they should keep things civil. So with that said, the reason that they're banning me, I'm sure, is because I made those videos. I did not do that in every single one that I was in. I don't remember doing Sand Lake Community Council. Doesn't mean I didn't do it. But as far as I know, if I did, the one I attended over there wasn't anything special that happened. So with that said, in the state of Alaska, it is legal to videotape any type of meeting or any person as long as the person videotaping or one person knows about it. So I didn't do anything illegal. I did anything that the media would do. And the fact that they're banning me from joining a community that I work in is a complete and utter BS. So, you know, I've always strived for people out there to do better. And I expect the same thing from my community and my community councils. It's something that I think that we can all do a little bit better. And if nothing else, the things that I've done as far as video live stream the meetings is to do nothing but promote the community councils and get more people involved. And if we don't have more people involved, then we end up with the same runaround that we have right now. And you end up getting low voter turnout. You end up getting all kinds of bad things that happen because people don't understand their government. So the community council level is the first place that this starts. So if the people that are running Sand Lake Community Council doesn't understand that, then I guess maybe I need to explain it to them. I'm more angry the fact that nobody let me know. They just simply banned me from the page. I can no longer search for Sand Lake Community Council, even though I work there. I manage a business there for the owner who also lived there. So yeah, I'm a little upset. I'm a little peeved here, and I will be making sure that the owner of the business that I manage knows that I can no longer go on there and check out his best interest. And I'm sure that he'll be giving the Federation a call also. Meanwhile, my owner also owns a pot shop and several other businesses in that community council. So I will make sure that he understands that I'm not happy about this. I drive through there every day. I go to work there every single day. I would like to know what's going on in that community, because if I'm not aware of what's going on, I can't help fix it. So, yeah, I'm a little peeved. Apparently, I was the A few weeks ago, I was one of the subjects for the Federation of Community Councils because I was recording video. And as far as I knew, the people that were there was nothing negative about it. Other than one of the guys in the meeting said that, well, I guess you guys should keep everything on the level. That's not the exact words. I'm paraphrasing there. So I guess what do they got to hide? That's what I want to know. What are they hiding? Why are they not allowing residents of the city of Anchorage into one of the community council meetings? If you drive around the city of Anchorage, you drive through. If you were to spend 10 minutes driving, you'd go through several different community councils areas. So with that said, the fact that they have banned me for not being able to go in there, what do they got? It is legal to do this. I've asked people. I've actually found the statutes, Angela. Do they have something to hide? Absolutely. And that's the whole point. Why would they block somebody that's doing nothing but trying to help the community get involved? Obviously, there's got to be some kind of an agenda there. The reason that they blocked me, I haven't created a problem for anybody. I haven't caused any arguments in any of the community councils. I've gone on there basically as a press, and they don't like it. You know what? They don't like it, and that just shows me that that they're willing to hide something. And it sucks that our officials would do that. And it really sucks that it would happen at our community council level. Let me ask you something. If this were a live meeting, what would you do to keep me out? If I wanted to show up there and I wanted to record a live meeting, you couldn't do that. The only way that you can do that is electronically, the way that you're doing it now. And I think that breaks the law. I think that that's illegal. I don't think that they should be doing this. And if I have to raise a stink over this, I will do it. I think, it's obviously in what their post was here. Please do not encourage or invite anyone to this meeting if they do not live, own, or business within the Sand Lake Community Council boundaries. Well, you know what? Whether we own a business or not, I manage a business that's there, and I do that for the owner's knowledge. Bar none. I used to live in that community. I used to live right there. So, you know what? Whether or not I live there or not, I manage a business there. And again, we manage a pot shop. I manage the bowling center there. I manage the people that go in and out of there. I have people that work for me that live there. And I want to know what's going on in the community that I work in, period. And, I don't know who it was that posted this. I really don't care. But this is, they banned me from the group, which big deal. I don't really care about the Facebook group, but the fact that they're going to put a password on, you're going to password protect this now. You're going to keep anybody that wants to attend as a visitor. You're basically, it's like keeping voters from going to the ballot box. I want to be able to, and the reason I go to some of these is because I want to address the assembly members. I can't do that at the assembly. I can do that in a community council meeting. I can ask questions. I'd like to be able to ask questions about the roads that go into that community. I'd like to be able to ask all kinds of different questions. Why can't I? You answer me that. Why can't I attend? In fact, I think last time I attended Sand Lake Community Council, I never said a word. I just sat there and listened. What's wrong with listening? Isn't that how we're supposed to learn? This is ridiculous. So maybe we're getting to them. Maybe getting more people involved in the community council. Maybe they can't handle it. If you can't handle it, then you ought to start holding live meetings again. I guarantee you that there's probably more people in Anchorage that would attend a live meeting than there would be on this, because they want to address their officials. They want to address the people that are in their community. It's completely ridiculous. So, yeah, I wanted to come on and address that, and it's utter BS. I wanted to attend it tonight, and I have others that wanted to attend it tonight, and they couldn't attend. So, being a visitor doesn't mean you're an outcast. It's a public meeting. Anybody that wants to attend it should be able to attend it. It's no different than having a live meeting. If I wanted to drive over to Sand Lake Community Council and visit a live meeting, I'll do it. It's completely and utterly ridiculous. So whoever the president of this is, I'd like to see your bylaws, because I guarantee you that this is not in your bylaws. In fact, you know what? I have someone that can get me the bylaws, so I'm gonna go on there and make sure. I'm gonna have a copy of the bylaws sent to me, because you are in violation of them. I guarantee you. Better watch out. I may have to sick Dustin Darden after you. Maybe he can go down to the Federation and do something about it. It's ridiculous. I haven't created any problems for anybody. I haven't had an argument with anybody. Not a single person. And you're gonna shut me out of the community that I work in. That's complete and utter BS. So whoever the Sand Lake Community Council president is, or the secretary, or whoever it was that put this post up on Facebook, you guys need to learn to do better. You really do. Because there's people that work in your community that would like to attend this. That's all I got. I'm a little peeved. I'm a little upset. And you know what? You know where I work. I pretty much said it on here. You know where I work. So if you want to come in and you want to have a discussion with me face to face, knock yourself out. I'll talk to you. But this is horse shit. Honestly, it is. I can't believe how actual petty this is. Just mind blowing. Let's see here. They're supposed to be, Angela, they're supposed to be welcome to join. Maybe not the Facebook page. I understand that part of it, but they should be able to join the meeting and find out what's going on in the community that they work in, or that they drive through, or whatever. Yeah, it's utter BS. So I will make sure that the Federation hears about this. Whoever's decision it was to put this up, that was in poor taste. It's in poor judgment, and I think that that this needs to be removed. There needs to be some kind of an apology to those who could not attend tonight, and we'll go from there. So I just wanted to come on and say that I'm a little upset that this in the city and in the year 2021 that we have someone that wants to disparage people from attending their community council. I thought that Anchorage was better than this. I thought that the people of the community councils were better than this. And, whether or not the people vote on it or not, visitors have always been welcome in Abbott Loop. We've never disparaged anybody from joining. We've never disparaged anybody from coming. It'd be like, okay, so if that's the case, okay, I'm going to give you an example here on something. And so if the fact that someone doesn't live in Sand Lake Community Council, then that means that every assembly member that doesn't live in community council, they shouldn't be able to attend. So you should not be able to pass on stuff to the assembly if you're not going to allow other residents of the area to join. So I'm telling you right now, the representatives in Juneau shouldn't be able to come on and join if they're from that area, because they don't live there anymore. So you know what? This is not specific. I mean, it's a little specific. I mean, you're basically saying that the people that don't live there can't join your meeting, which is like telling a certain group of people that they can't vote. I mean, that's exactly what you've done. It's a community meeting. It's public. One way or another, I'm going to tell you right now, one way or another, I will attend this meeting next month. Whether you allow me to or not, I will attend this meeting next month. I have enough people, enough friends that live over there. I will definitely get in. So it's not a threat. I want to attend an area that I work in. I want to know what's happening in that area. I'm serious. It's something that I think that we need to know what's going on in the area. Yeah, James, you're right. This fits in exactly with all the other bullshit that they pull. Damn right it does. Mm, that's right, because they're always jumping around to different community councils. Yeah. How many community councils do, I mean, I have, let's see here. I got Felix and Meg and John Weddleton and LaFrance. Do they all live in my community council? I doubt it. But yet here they are. They're in my community council. I guess they probably do. But, I guarantee you that not all of the ones that go to Sand Lake live in Sand Lake. They all cover your pretty big assembly district area. So, it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, I have a bunch of areas here in Abbott Loop, and 4 different assembly members come to my meeting half the time. So, exactly, Angela. You need to go to the Fairview Community Council meeting because you work there. Yeah, there you go, Diva. You can get me in. You live in that area somewhere, so the meetings are a shit show. Yeah, well, I don't. Unfortunately, I agree. Some of them are. But you know what? The way that they're going to get better is if people attend and become an officer or a president or a secretary or, become some kind of committee member. That's how they're going to get better. So, I've put in my video here right above my head, I put what they said in their post. So it's proof. I'm not lying. I read it directly off of the Sand Lake Community Council Facebook page. Speaking of which, I can no longer search it because I've been banned from it, even though it's an area that I work in. So, that's killing me. Man, politics here is just, it's this isn't Washington, D.C. This isn't California. This isn't Oakland or Portland or Washington or, this is Alaska. We're supposed to work together, people. Come on now. Seriously, do better. The people that run Sand Lake Community Council, you really need to work and do better. You can ask any of the assembly members, well, maybe not one of them, but most of the assembly members, I've been nothing but cordial to all of them. Okay, maybe one of them I haven't been, but I have never said anything nasty. I've never said anything super disparaging. I've never been rude to anybody, not a single person. So to do this to someone that works in your community just out of the blue because they want to get more people involved in the community as Anchorage as a whole, I think that you've completely overstepped your bounds. I think that, like I said, I think that this is illegal because you're basically doing the same thing as keeping someone from voting. You really are. I mean, if you're new to the community council, how are you supposed to get the password? Seriously. If you're new to the community council, how are you supposed to know how to find it? Seriously. And how are you going to keep people out of there? All they got to do is lie about their name. And then once they do, then they're in. Are you going to send out passwords in email or what? To me, it's just mind blowing. Diva, I think that it happens to be politicians. I don't think politicians are allowed to block you. I think that becomes a ethics problem. I'm not. This may be an ethics problem too. I'm not sure. I may have to go to the ombudsman. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll give them a call and say, hey, this doesn't have to do with. This doesn't have to do anything with a certain politician, but it does the community council. I'm going to bring this up tomorrow at the assembly meeting. Yeah, I'll be there. So expect this to get brought up, at least in one way or another. I thought that our assembly members were better than this. I know that they don't run the community councils, but I would assume that they were consulted. If they weren't, then that's even worse. Oh my Lord. This blows my mind. There was some guy going to one of the community council making accusations about Dustin. I wouldn't put it past him to visit all the community council. Well, that idiot, I know who that is. I'm not going to even mention his name on here. It's not worth my time or my effort. Tiffany Sand, you're absolutely right. Anyone that lives in this city should be able to attend any meeting that they want. I've always assumed that that's how it worked. What if you wanted to move to that area and needed to see how it works? I agree. You know, I mean, this isn't Nextdoor. This isn't the Nextdoor app. You know, I'm not allowed in there for the Nextdoor app, and that's fine with me. Let's see here. Yeah, Angela, in many ways, this does seem worse than Cali, but I think it's because the proximity of everybody. We're not 2 hours from Sacramento or, Anchorage. We're living in Anchorage, so it seems like it's worse. I would hope that this to be true. Just seems like blocking people would create division. Absolutely, it creates division. Like I said, I've never argued with anybody. I've never said any disparaging words to anybody. I've been nothing but nice to everybody. In fact, when it was mentioned that I was recording people on the Federation of Community Councils meeting, they didn't say that I had to stop. So what's that tell you? I'm in the right on this, and they're in the wrong. If people don't want to attend a meeting because there's a risk of it being recorded, then they shouldn't show their video. That's all it is. I mean, if somebody doesn't want their comments posted everywhere, they shouldn't post them, or they should message that person privately. I mean, if they send it to a certain person, I'm not going to see it anyway. If they send it to a whole group, yeah, I'll see that. But I mean, what do you expect? If you put it out there in front of the whole group, it's public already. Me recording it, all that is evidence that you made a bad decision. So yeah, I'm not gonna mention the guy's name that called me out, even though I know him now that I've looked him up and I know who he is, and I've asked a few people. The funny thing is that obviously I'm living in their heads, and I didn't even know who the guy was, so they're not living in mine. So I get a kick out of that. Whatever. Yeah. I'm the better person here. That's hard to say most of the time, but I'm the better person here. I'm not antagonizing anybody. This right here is irritating because I literally work right there. Yeah. Anyway, just wanted to come on and share that little tidbit that somebody in the city of Anchorage decided that it was okay to ban people from attending a community council meeting. What do you got to hide? There's obviously something in there that you're hiding. So that's all right. The truth will come out. The truth will come out. It always does. And I'll be one of the first ones to report on it when it does. So anyway, folks, I'm out. I know it's late everywhere else. So we will all catch you later. Peace out.